Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Millicent Mosuwo, and to the new subscribers, welcome. I appreciate you guys so much. So in this video, we are going to be talking all things execution. So I know that maybe most of you have already started with the work towards your goals this year, or maybe you started last year, or maybe you're only gonna start maybe in the new month. But I just thought, hey, maybe let me show you how you can do a monthly retrospection using the my goal execution guide. So before I go there, I just wanna do like a little bit of background on how the workbook works. So you would have written down your vision, whether in pictures or in writing, it's up to you. The book allows you, it actually has a section where you can do that, and from there you write down your goals based on your vision, and from your goals you break them down into activities that you need to complete for that month, and from those activities you need to determine tasks that you need to complete to achieve each activity. So I'm just gonna give example with myself and how I had planned for the month of June, right? Or maybe this first quarter of 2023. So I had a goal to launch the graduate program, and some of you know that by now we've already launched that, but there was so much work that needed to go into that, and those were my activities that I needed to complete this month in order for me to be able to launch my goal, or to launch the program, and which was my goal for this year, right? And based on those activities, there were daily tasks that I needed to complete, and every day I would write down, okay, today I need to reach out to this person, I need to shortlist the graduates, I need to interview them, this is what I'm looking for, send the list to whoever. I have people who volunteered to come and help me with the grooming because the program is completely free. So I had to reach out to those people, and those were tasks that I had to complete on a daily basis for us to form this group of professionals who are going to help me groom the graduates. And also I needed to have tasks like breaking down a plan on how I'm going to groom the graduates, have a subject for the week, and what is the output, what are they going to learn in the first 4 weeks of the program, what are we looking out for, and how are we planning to help them work on whatever that they are weak on, or whatever that they do not know. So you see, it's a goal, and it had a list of activities that I needed to complete in order for me to launch it and for the graduates to start. So that's how you break it, right? So on a daily basis, because you will be completing each and every task, at the end of every day you're gonna go to your task and you're gonna have to answer this question: did I complete the task or not? If yes, you tick it yeah. If you didn't, you make a cross. And the workbook is going to ask you, if task is incomplete, what blocked you? What was the reason? And you need to list down that reason. I didn't complete the task because of this, right? And then what is going to be the solution? What are you going to do about it? And you write down the solution. The next day, you make sure that you deal with those blockers so that you can move past that task. Right? That's how the workbook works, and that's how it helps you execute your goals effectively. Now we are going into the topic of the video, which is how you can do the monthly retrospection. Now that I've given you a background, you have an idea of how the workbook works. So before you go into the next month, you need to do some sort of a reflection. How did I do in the month of January? Obviously, there were tasks that I couldn't complete myself, and there were tasks that maybe I could have completed sooner or quicker, but I didn't, and I was documenting the blockers, things that were blocking me. And this is how you do the reflection. And the first thing that you need to do is celebrate yourself. Okay, I remember when I went to India for training, they were telling us that before you can point out wrongs in a person, please at least try to compliment them, right? So even with you, you start with praises. Okay, what did I do right this year? What actually worked for me? And you write those down. Those are your strengths, and those are the things that you need to keep doing, right? And then the second section on the workbook is what did not work for you. Where are the areas that you need to improve? Write them down. If you're intentional about achieving your goals, you must be willing to work on things that keep blocking you from moving forward, right? And then improvements. Where are you planning to improve? And then you write that down. And then at the end, you rate yourself. Ask yourself this question. You're going to be honest. Am I closer to achieving my goals? On a scale of 0 out of 10, where do I put myself, right? And that is just going to encourage you to do better. And where you are strong, you continue to do it even more. And where you are weak, you seek for help if you need to seek for help, and you resolve those issues. The thing about working on your goals, one thing that I realized is that you are actually working on yourself as well. By the time you achieve your goal, you meet this new version of yourself. And maybe I want to believe that God is intentional. Like when he placed those desires or visions in our hearts, he knows that it is going to work in parallel with the pruning of your character, right? By the time you start, whatever vision you have start manifesting, it meets the new vision of you. Some of you, you're going to realize that along the way, I'm losing friends, because every time we're supposed to do certain things that we used to do, I am busy working on my vision. I am busy. My day is fully booked. And the next day, they just lose interest in you because, girl, you are always not available, or when we are available, you are not available. And eventually you just realize that, wow, did I just lose that relationship? And then some of you, you're gonna realize that I actually had to establish new relationships. One of my goals this year is to launch a tech product, right? And because of that, I realized that, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to manage everything. I need to start establishing relationships. Maybe I can partner with other startups who are into PR and marketing. They're just going to be responsible for making the product known. And that's a new relationship, right? And you realize that when you lose the old ones, the new ones are coming. And the new ones that are coming are relevant for your journey. If I did not put down a goal or a vision to say, I want to launch this product, I wouldn't have met these new people. And I wouldn't have known how to establish relationships. And I wouldn't have known how to work with people well. So you see, it's pruning you, it's preparing you. And that's what I like about dealing with the blockers. By the time your goal manifests, you are a new version of yourself and you are able to manage it. It does not kill you. You don't grow wings. You're just the right person for the goal. So that's what I like about it. I strongly encourage you, do monthly retrospection before you move into the new month, right? With that being said, we will be hosting a workshop for 2023. It's happening on the 25th of March at our usual venue, Premier Hotel in Midrand. It's just going to be amazing. Last year, we kicked our first workshop, execution workshop. It was just so amazing. And I was just laying down some knowledge, which I'll do a recap on this one this year for those who did not attend this one before we moved into the practical side of things. So as for me, I like to be practical. If you come into my workshop, you're gonna come out of that workshop with an action plan. You are not going to come out of that workshop just motivated, but you're gonna come out with your own specific action plan, so that when you get home, you get working, because I like to work. So before I close, I just want to share with you possible blockers, because sometimes when we say blockers, whatever that is blocking you from executing your goals or achieving them, or just seeing some momentum in your work, we're thinking money, we're thinking resources, but sometimes I got to learn that it could be character issue. You realize that I just need to work on my character. I'm so impatient. I work on something, it doesn't work, then it's over. I don't want to see it anymore. So it exposes things that needs to be dealt with in your life, so that you can be a better version of yourself by the time your goal manifests, right? And discipline. Some people are just not disciplined at all. Like you just can't be disciplined. And the minute you realize that and actually write it down as a blocker, you are going to get the solution for it. And if you're intentional, you're going to start working on that and becoming disciplined. And I have to tell you, the change is not going to happen overnight, but it's like you're working on a muscle. Every time you do the things that help you to be disciplined, is the more you become better and better and better, right? And wasting time scrolling on social media as well. I used to have that blocker in my life, especially last year. You wake up in the morning, you open your phone, you're on social media, something is so funny, you see a meme, you want to share it, you want to download it, before you know it, 2 hours later, you didn't do anything, load shedding happens, you taking a nap, you wake up, before you know it, your day is over and you wasted your time. So you have to be disciplined even when it comes to how you use your phone in social media, and feeding on not so right content for your inspirational needs. It's not easy. The journey is not easy. You cannot afford to feed on content that just drags you down. You need to look forward to. There are days where I wake up and I'm like, I don't necessarily feel the strength to work, and I switch on my YouTube, search for message or content or podcast or read a book that's just gonna motivate you and inspire you. I spend a lot of time on LinkedIn to see how other professionals are doing, and I get inspired and I want to get on my workstation and start working, right? So you need to assess, what am I listening to, what am I feeding, whatever that is driving me, to get started with my work, and make sure that you feed yourself and you feed your soul the right things. And the other thing that I got to work on is over allocating tasks. Like sometimes you get so excited and then you're like, today I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you just overwhelmed. By the end of the day, you actually completed 2 or you didn't complete anything. So I have learned to size my tasks, like to say, okay, if I'm going to do these 3 things, how long do I think this one is going to take me, right? And don't over allocate. I used to over allocate. So those are one of the things that can actually block you and discourage you to continue with the execution of your goals. So we've come to the end of the video. I hope to see you at the workshop, guys. I will be breaking them down into even more further details. We're gonna be having fun, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna dance, it's just going to be fun. So you have to be there. Tickets go for only 400 rands. You can check out my social media on updates, but I'll also try to do shorts here on YouTube as well, so that you can be updated of any announcements that are there or any changes that are there with regards to the workshop. Thank you, guys. Enjoy, and yes, buy the My Goal Execution Guide workbook if you think this is the tool for you. I love you. Thank you. Bye.